producer. Stones on me looking at my juice. Putting gold in the hood like a moose. Try.
And it's true that if you take time and consider, all the dynamics around you and supporting you and those that are against you.
We're all stuck at home, but we are working hard to bring you 2K TV. And I know I've been doing a lot of eating, a lot of watching TV. Besides playing 2K, Chris, what have you been doing?
Well, I've been watching a lot of 2K. It's been really fun to watch all these competitive games, the community come together, content creators, streamers. It's really great to see basketball still alive through NBA 2K.
That's awesome, and we'll continue to watch. We hope you guys are staying safe and enjoying your time in 2K20.
And you can send in what you're doing in NBA 2K20 by using hashtag 2KTV.
Be sure to check back next week on 2KTV. We have some special guests.
And more event news.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams. As we're just about ready to get this one started. The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, y'all. Good to have you with us. Our matchup tonight, the New York Knicks against the Minnesota Timberwolves. So for Minnesota, their last game, a loss to the Clippers. They suffered a blowout loss, trying to leave that one in the rear view and focus on the game at hand. And as we close out the regular season, Shaq, what's interested you most along the way?
Well, I like watching the underdogs rise up, proving a lot of people wrong. Kind of satisfying feeling when you outperform your expectations.
Yeah, I can't believe the skill level of some of these rookies, Ernie. Guys entering the league now are being asked to contribute early and often.
Okay, almost time for tip. Kevin Harlan standing by. Kev.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Bird, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. They're stuck in neutral, unable to gain any real positive momentum.
And I think for the Knicks, they've gotten into a bit of a rut. The season hasn't gone as they had hoped. You just get the feeling that they're somewhat discouraged right now, and that has them with an inability to break through.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, for Bradley Beal, it all started with his shot. His mom was a great athlete in her own right, and she coached him. By age 7, he was making high school range threes. He said, "I just run from arc to arc. I loved it because you knew you had to guard me all the way out there. Everywhere I went, it was shooter, shooter. My name became shooter." Kevin, it still is.
It sure is. Thanks, David. Doris, last couple games of the regular season, but plenty of fireworks, I think, still to come.
Oh, no doubt, Kevin. You know this. We refer to the playoffs as, quote, the second season. And for many teams, this is where the real struggle begins. Every game takes on such great meaning, so much more dimension to it.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. They've got Jonathan Isaac. Porzingis is out there with Montrezl Harrell. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Beal in at the shooting guard position. And for Minnesota, Washington out there with Jarrett Allen. Then it's Aaron Gordon. Then it's Morant. And it's Anunoby in at the shooting guard. Now, here is Morris. Can't cash in from the high post. Gordon up on top, covered by Morris. Here's Anunoby. Here's Gordon from 8 feet away. He drops it in.
I'll tell you this, the interior game of Aaron Gordon is coming along. He is looking more comfortable and more confident in there.
Here's Morris. And it's Beal in the corner. Off target with his three. And here are the Timberwolves. Morant with it. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And let's not forget about the assist. This guy as a playmaker was a driving force for that offense.
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
Now here's Beal. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Detroit.
And he caused major problems with his defense as well. He had 4 steals by the time the game was over.
And Minnesota has possession following the miss by Porzingis. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Beal. That one drops for him.
Well, Bradley Beal has become such a good playmaker, finishing through contact. That is beautiful.
For the New York Knicks, they won their last contest against the Pistons.
Yeah, and that one, their rebounding was the difference. Big disparity between the two teams.
That was a coach's dream, to get that kind of effort and intensity on the glass, and for it to pay those kinds of dividends, critical.
Just 5 on the clock. And it's Morant missing. The Knicks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Beal, that's for 2. Knocks down the step-back J. Beal's got his second basket of the game.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
I'll tell you, it's 6'8" with elite athleticism. Good luck checking OG Anunoby on the interior.
Now, here's Isaac, defended by Gordon. They get it again. Excellent D there from Allen.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Here's Anunoby. He's covered by Beal. Now, Morant. Right now, he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force. And they pick up 2.
Even though he's smaller, Morant does not lack assertiveness, which comes in handy down low.
Morris outside. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Beal can't get that one to fall. Minnesota leading by 4. Got a piece of it. Morant with it. Now Beal defending, and it's Bradley Beal with the rebound. New York's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Pass to Morris. Now Isaac. New York moving it around. Inside. Changes up. That's his 4th miss from the floor. He's made 2 of his shots. Now here's Morant. Guarded closely. Here's Washington. Lays it up off the glass.
Sometimes you just wonder, how did Morant see that guy? The vision is special.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Morris looking over the floor. Trying to end the drought. He takes it up and lays it in.
Well, this is the first full year now for Ryan Saunders. Let's remember he was hired by Minnesota full-time after an interim stint last season. And boy, did the players love playing for him.
There's Morant following the score by New York. And stolen by Harrell. Oh, and here we go. Isaac's got the fast break chance. And it's blocked by Gordon.
Boy, the vertical that Aaron Gordon has helps him on the defensive end. Twice on the pipes with that block.
Pass to Washington. Over Morris. And that one goes long. And as we know, Doris, Ryan Saunders, the son of the late, great Minnesota legend, Flip Saunders.
Well, certainly the family has history with the organization, but in no way did Ryan Saunders get the job due to name only. This guy proved he can get wins from this Minnesota roster last year. For Saunders, he's known as a player development guy, and the ability to handle superstars is part and parcel to the job.
Here's Anunoby. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first.
OG Anunoby is tremendously athletic, and when he plays with this level of aggression, it's hard not to foul him. And it seems like every team is in search of the, quote, power wing. The guys that have the quickness to defend on the perimeter and the strength to battle inside. OG Anunoby certainly fits the bill.
First one falls for him. And a 7'2" wingspan for Anunoby. He's got the reach, Doris, of a big man.
He does, Kevin. He also has the strength of a big man, but he's got the versatility defensively to guard across 4 positions. It's about finding consistent minutes for OG because the potential is there, Kevin.
And so he makes both from the line.
And the potential Anunoby has is exciting, has the athleticism, the shooting touch, and the drive to keep improving.
Now here's Harrell, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Porzingis passes to Harrell, and the foul called on Jarrett Allen. That's his first foul. Bogdanovich is checked in for New York.
Substitution. Bojan Bogdanovic.
Side, Porzingis. Morant with the steal. Lob pass to Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
You know that the pass is for Aaron Gordon, but his athleticism takes any defense out of the equation. Doing work, Aaron Gordon.
Now, here is Morris. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Bogdanovich against Allen. 4 on the shot clock. A 3 from Morris bangs home the trifecta. Morris has got his second bucket tonight.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Morant passes to Anunoby. Pass to Washington. Back to Anunoby. No good. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Morris outside. Outside Bogdanovich. Outside Beal. A three-pointer off the mark.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Yes, that goes in.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Outside Bogdanovich. There's the pass to Beal. From 13, here's Harrell, and Harrell snaps it in.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Gordon, the pass to Morant. Floats one. Rebound by Harrell.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Boucher is checked in. Then for the Knicks, Nerlens Noel checks in for Montrezl Harrell. Davis is subbed in for Monte Morris. Timberwolves leading by 5. Now here's Morant. Here's Anunoby. Passes it to Gordon. Allen outside. Those three-pointers off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And here is Davis. Releases. And no good. Timberwolves go the other way with it. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
And purely from a physical standpoint, Ja Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight, and few players are more explosive athletically.
The first free throw is good. And with Morant, you not only get the physical attributes, Greg, you get the mental toughness and awareness.
Yeah, this kid loves to compete. The bigger the game, the bigger he plays. I think we're looking at a potential all-NBA performer when it's all said and done.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Allen. Dylan Brooks comes in for Aaron Gordon. And it's Bruce Brown in for OG Anunoby.
And as good as Morant's been, there's still plenty of upside. One of the younger players to enter the draft in 2019.
Now here's Davis. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Porzingis finds Beal. Shoots over Brown. Tries again. And the rejection by Jang.
Oh, the 7'3" wingspan erases that shot. Nice by Gorgie Zhang.
Knicks trail by 7. Beal dishes to Davis. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And while we can, how about a look at the rookies with the highest shooting percentage since we returned from the All-Star break? Ja Morant, 3rd.
He has been outstanding since the break. Defenders have been struggling to slow him down.
Brooks outside. He kicks to Morant. To the left side wing. Timberwolves passing it around. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Porzingis.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
It's Beal on the wing. He's covered by Brown. Back to Davis. And it's off from three-point range. Brooks against Davis. Brooks the pass to Morant. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Morant's got 8.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Noel. He dishes it to Davis. Outside, Beal from the arc with the putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Don't you love how Noel just sticks with it, never gives up on the possession, working really hard for his guys.
Brooks kicks to Brown. Back to Brooks for 3. And it's Noel with the rebound. Knicks trail by 7. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Noel's got his second bucket.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. The feed to Morant. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Outside, Davis launches it. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. And now just a 2-point Timberwolves lead. Minnesota's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Morant with it. 8 points for him. Fires the 3, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
Boy, Noel doesn't make anything easy. A ferocious defender who makes great use of that wingspan.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia, but thanks to his brother, developed a passion for the NBA.
My older brother, he was a big fan of NBA always, and he always had pictures of Michael and then Kobe and Shaq, and then we both started watching a lot of NBA highlights. And then later on, 13, 14, Kobe and Powell, I used to watch those guys play a lot.
And Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture. You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Down out there with Morant. Then it's Gorgie Dang. Then it's Brooks. And it's Boucher in at the 4. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, before he became a head coach in Memphis and New York, David Fizdale spent 8 seasons as an assistant under Eric Spoelstra in Miami. Now, Spo said he's a brilliant basketball mind that has exceptional gold standard level communication skills. One of the most talented coaches I've been around. So, Kevin, Fizdale is highly respected.
David, he sure is. Great reputation. Now getting his shot. Thank you so much. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Porzingis. That one falls for Beal. We've always been wowed by the athleticism in the NBA, but it seems to be becoming even more athletic. And certain guys get it done, Doris, in different ways.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of examples, Kev, of guys who don't have or are not blessed with incredible athleticism, but who have found a way to be successful. Nikola Jokic is a first-team NBA player who plays very much below the rim. And then you look at certain shooters who can affect the game. J.J. Redick, he is impossible to guard because he's one constant stream of movement. So, listen, if you have great skill for your position without athleticism, you can still find a way to have a job in this NBA.
Good work there as it goes.
And, we talk so much about Morant's athleticism, but his feel for the game equally as effective.
Now here's Davis. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Clock at 6. Some solid defense from Brown.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Bruce Brown taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Well, hard to find a team more iconic in the NBA than the New York Knicks. They are a premier brand.
Greg, this is absolutely true. This is an organization that has played a few games in London that have helped them, and it hasn't seemed to matter that the team has struggled for an extended period of time. They remain a major media presence in a major market. The NBA is better when the New York Knicks are a factor.
Now here is Davis. He feeds it to Bogdanovich. That one goes in.
Well, it's 6 foot 8 inches. Bojan Bogdanovich is very comfortable in close.
Timberwolves leading by 4. Morant dishes to Jang. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Isaac with the steal. That one good for 2.
You know what? You cannot afford to be careless with the basketball around Jonathan Isaac. Those long arms to get into the passing lanes. Woohoo!
Now here's Brown. Pass to Morant. Back to Brown. Takes the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Brown's got 5 points so far.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Isaac passes to Beal. Fires from deep. Brooks grabs the board.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Washington's checked in for the Timberwolves. Gordon comes in for Morant. The Knicks also changing it up. Harrell comes in for Nerlens Noel. And Morris subbed in for Beal.
You think about the Timberwolves, the one thing that seems elusive for this organization has been consistency. They have had the talent. They've had good coaching. The problem is they haven't yet put those two areas together.
Now, here is Morris. 5 points in the game. Harrell kicks to Bogdanovich. 5 to shoot over Washington. And that one hits back iron. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And the Wolves, Doris, one of only 11 franchises to have never won a championship. In fact, they've made the Western Conference Finals only once.
I think one of their challenges, at least in this latest run, has been they're competing with a very young core. And certainly you have added veterans to the group. The problem is the core guys have to understand how to step up when it's winning time. What we understand is playoff performance is most important.
Here is Davis following the 3 by Minnesota. And they get it. It's hauled in by Gordon.
I know he wants to answer the 3 that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible.
Brown kicks to Gordon. The pass to Brooks. It's rebounded by New York.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Morris. No good. Shot missing. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Bogdanovich against Brown. Passes it to Washington. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Bogdanovich. Rebound by Jang. Jang's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the middle. Isaac with the steal. On the wing, Davis. Morris outside. Feeds to Bogdanovich, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Wow, Kev, love the power and the strength of Bogdanovich on that strong finish.
Brown outside. Pass to Washington. Brooks feeling it out a bit. 6 to shoot. Pass to Washington. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And it's Gordon. That time on the assist by Brown. Gordon's got the lead up to 11 now for the Timberwolves. New York's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Morris passes to Harrell. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot. And wow, you just have have to love the motor on Montrezl Harrell when he's on the floor. Great on the glass, and he just plays with such a fire.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Allen's checked in for Jang, and OG Anunoby subbed in for Brooks. And with Harrell, you can see how his energy spreads to the rest of the team.
Reminds me a bit of what Fareed used to bring to teams. Harrell is also undersized, but boy, he makes up for it in so many ways.
And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Isaac kicks to Davis. Up and in on the layup. Davis has got 5 points so far.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Outside Gordon. And there's the pass to Washington. And it's blocked.
Did you guys just see that? Listen, Bogdanovich can guard, but shot blocking? Wow.
A 3-ball and another 3 for Minnesota.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Davis surveying the floor. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Jared Allen. If you were coaching, Doris, and you could run your offense through any center in the game, and let's take guys that are playing right now because we can go back in history and the names are endless, but who would you run your offense through at that position?
Probably a guy that the casual NBA fan is not as knowledgeable about as they should be, Kevin, and that's Nikola Jokic. This is a young, early 20-year-old who may be the best passer out of the post position that we've seen in a generation. Jokic is a guy who can handle the ball from three-point territory. He can take it off the window and initiate your offense. They run him like a point center, and it's appropriate because he's unselfish and gifted as a passer.
Gifted, great word to use, you're right. And New York making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. And both free throws good for Davis.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Brown the pass to Anunoby. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
I think one thing you have to love about the Timberwolves, their aggression on the offensive end. This is a team that has been top 10 in free throw attempts over the last 8 years. And when they get to the line, they do convert.
That one is off. And part of why the Wolves get to the line so much, they take a lot of 2-point shots.
And that's a trade-off, right, Kev? We all know the analytics like the three-point shot. They like restricted area 2s. But the best way to get to the line is to challenge the teeth of that defense. You can't do that from 25 feet away, guys.
And the second free throw, good. Knicks trail by 8. Here's Morris. No good on that one. Some solid defense from Brown. Outside Gordon. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when you drive the lane, you have to know where Porzingis is because with his reach, he can sneak up and send that shot away anytime.
Now, here is Morris. He's got 5. Outside, Davis. From deep. Kept alive by New York. Outside, Bogdanovich. Here's Harrell. Back to Bogdanovich and taken away by Brown. And Davis sends it back. Now Bogdanovich. 20-point game for him in the win against Detroit.
And it wasn't only his scoring. The intensity on defense. He nabbed 3 steals that night.
Now, here is Morris. 8-point game. Passes to Davis. For the 3, it's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. IGNBA kicks to Gordon. On the wing, Brown. Pass to IGNBA. Allen left side. Back to IGNBA. Now the dish to Allen. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Near the 3-point line, it's Gordon. That one a little long. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for New York. Bogdanovich against Brown. Porzingis inside, and the shot goes in.
Oh, that's a good, strong finish. Porzingis not shying away from getting after it.
Now here's Brown. 5 points in the game. Here's IGNBA, and the rejection by Harrell. Stolen by Gordon. Here's Brown. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Pass to Morris. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Loads it up there for Harrell. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanovich, showing off his ability to find the open man, Kev?
And the Timberwolves call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Some changes here for the Timberwolves. Boucher is checked in, and it's Morant in for Brown. Noel's checked in for New York. Beal comes in for Davis. Now here's Morant. 13 points in the game. And the pass to IGNBA. There's 57 seconds left in the first half of basketball. 5 on the clock. Here's Morant. No good with the triple. Knicks trail by 6. Near the 3-point line, it's Morris, and it's Morant with the rebound.
I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit. Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Outside, Beal, the tray, and he's good on the 3-ball. Beal's got 6 in the quarter.
Never a second thought from Bradley Beal. The rise and fire and the catch and shoot. Yes, sir, that's my game.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Morant with it. Now Beal defending. On the wing, Gordon. And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
7 seconds left to play here in the half. Morant passes to Gordon.
I love how Bogdanovich gets up and tries to annoy shooters, doing all he can to alter the shot.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The Timberwolves on top. They're up by 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Devin, thank you. Aaron, you all have played at a high level so far. What has worked for you?
We're just sticking to the game plan. You know, our coaches really drew up something good for us. You know, they wrote it out, and we're sticking to it, and we're executing very well.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports halftime program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. If you look at the second quarter scoring, they had a small edge. They really hung tough as we got close to halftime. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
Well, I see a team that's playing smart, moving the ball around to the open man, just taking what the defense gives them. There's a nice flow, a nice energy, a nice synergy to the game.
Shaq, what did you think about New York?
I like the way they rebounded. They devoted a lot of energy down low, fighting for each other on the boards, and it helped keep this game tight. If they can continue to do that, it could easily be the factor that swings the game in their favor.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
I got a beautiful smile.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
There's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
I got a beautiful
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Knicks, they've got Morris. Isaac out there with Porzingis. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Harrell in at center.
Wolves at the line.
And this kid, Ja Morant, came out of nowhere, under-recruited in high school, showed some promise in that first year of college, but boy, did he blow up.
That's good from Morant. And Morant really impacts the game in every area.
It's incredible, Kevin. He gives you the points, the assists, the rebounds. But then you look at the box score and you also see a block, a couple steals. And I like that he shoots a high percentage at the line.
Now here's Beal. Got it. Good job in the low post. Beal's got 12.
Soft floating jumper from Beal right there, adding to his offensive attack. Seemed to totally catch the defense by surprise.
Here's Morant. Passes it to Allen. Gordon kicks to Anunoby. Just 5 to shoot. Gordon inside. He's covered by Beal. And it's Gordon missing.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Count that one from Isaac.
There's a versatility to young Mr. Jonathan Isaac, a big man with range for days. He is going to space the floor for you.
Now here's Morant. He's covered by Beal. Morris inside for the lead. Another shot. No good that time. And Minnesota now the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Anunoby. He's covered by Isaac. Allen connects on the open J. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
Boy, that's a little bit of toughness and concentration. Jarrett Allen under duress of the defense. Nicely done.
Looking to get back on track here. And Morris with the lay-in. He has 7.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Here's Anunoby. It's rebounded by New York. Morris has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Shot from 12. That shot off. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Morant passes to Anunoby. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching, and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people who were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. Second free throw, no good.
And now, in his second year of coaching the Knicks, David Fizdale putting more of a stamp on this team, changing the mindset of the franchise.
Well, the New York Knicks hired David Fizdale to steer the ship with a group of young players. And I want you to think back to where he earned his stripes. That was with the LeBron James and Dwayne Wade championship Miami teams. So he knows culture and he knows winning.
The sixth pick back in 2017, 6'10" Jonathan Isaac out of Florida State. Greg, what have you seen from him?
Came in somewhat raw, potential as a rangy defender. Offensively, though, still a ways to go.
Good from Isaac. Thus far in his young career, Jonathan Isaac's strength, I think, Doris, his defense.
That has everything to do, Kevin, with his blend of length and mobility. This guy can be extremely disruptive on that end of the floor, and Jonathan Isaac will grow offensively as well.
Brooks checked in for the Timberwolves. That one drops. He ties it up.
I think the fact of the matter is all the tools are there for Jonathan Isaac. It's really a matter of being consistent for this young guy.
Washington passes to Morant. Porzingis with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis.
Minnesota ball.
Here's Morant. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. On the wing, Morris. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Porzingis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second.
It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
You know, I know that he can make the perimeter jump shot, but I really like it when Porzingis is taking it inside and making the defense deal with all that size.
That one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim.
And both free throws good for Porzingis.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Brooks dishes to Morant. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Beal, and the rejection by Jang. Now here's Brooks. Not a lot of room. And here's Morant. He's got 16. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Gordon. Beal with the steal. For the finish. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Boy, active hands, anticipation, and athleticism. Mr. Beal doing it by himself.
Brooks outside. Tipped away. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And now let's take a look at the number of second chance points these teams have had over the last month. These guys never give up on a possession. In the third spot, the Timberwolves.
And they've really put an emphasis on offensive rebounding. And, guys, it's paying off. The second chance points are coming in bunches.
And it's Washington missing. New York with the ball. They're on a 13-3 run right now. Beal drives in, and good that time. Now it's a 6-point Knicks lead.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. And that will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do on the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. Now here's Jang. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Let's take a look now at some numbers for Beal. Since the break, he's been simply stellar, averaging about 27 points per, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch, someone the other players look up to.
And the first one drops.
You'd be hard-pressed to find an area where Zhang's growth has not been seen. No longer a guy you can send to the line.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Boucher is checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Davis is checked in. And Jang drops them both. Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 15-5 run. And Beal kicks to Davis. Back to Beal. Just 3 to shoot, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Beal's got the lead up to 6 now for the Knicks.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
Minnesota calls timeout, and even though he came into the league at the age of 19 out of the University of Florida, Beal has been a scorer since the get-go.
Well, Bradley Beal entered the league as a sweet shooting 2-guard. He has worked his way into being a tremendous playmaker. Year over year, his overall offensive game has gotten so much better.
Allen's checked in for Minnesota. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Nerlens Noel checks in for Porzingis. Boucher passes to Morant. Puts it up from 12, and the jumper falls for him. Morant's got 5 points now this quarter.
Because he's so shifty and controls the pace, Morant can kill you in that mid-range area.
Davis with it. He's picked up by Morant. Brooks against Davis. Morant with the steal. Here's the floater. And the rejection by Harrell. Floats it up there for Harrell. Stolen by Allen. On the wing, Brooks. He's guarded by Davis. Pass to Boucher. The pass to Morant. Makes it off the glass. Morant's got 20.
Proving how dominant he can be. When Morant is shooting with confidence, it really allows him to take over.
Now here's Harrell. 7 points in the game. Here's Beal. Wide open shot is on the money. Beal's got 10 points in just the second half.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Morant with it. Davis is on it. And the rejection by Harrell. On the wing, Davis. Noel with it. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Here's Brooks. Lays it in off the breakaway. Brooks has got his third bucket of the night.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Now Isaac. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Outside, Davis. Shot clock at 5. Harrell. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Brooks outside. Now here's Morant. He's covered by Isaac. Pass to Gordon. And he uses the glass on the layup. Gordon's got 11.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Harrell finds Beal. And finished off by Beal.
Well, this guy has become better and better at recognizing when to take it strong inside. Bradley Beal's athleticism makes him a tough cover.
Now here's Morant. 20 points for him. Brooks outside. Boucher passes to Gordon. Timberwolves passing it around. Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely. And the rejection by Noel. Pass to Beal. Pass to Noel. Shoots over Morant. And Noel with the basket on the assist from Beal. And now a 6-point Knicks lead. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Minnesota. Now the pass to Brooks. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Ja Morant.
Since the All-Star break, he's been unstoppable. 4th in steals and such a great distributor and decision maker among the top 10 in assists per game.
And back to what you said, top 5 in steals this year. Quick hands and great anticipation. And so New York calls timeout. They're first. Checked in for Dylan Brooks. Then for the Knicks, Bogdanovich is checked in for Jonathan Isaac. And Monte Morris subbed in for Davis. Here's Morris. The shot will not fall. Excellent D there from Allen. Down low. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
That's his first. Just superior focus for Morant. His determination is what allows him to convert through contact.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line. And that one misses. New York leading by 4. Here's Bogdanovich. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Passes it to Morant. Outside Gordon. A minute 42 left in the third quarter.
We know Noel is a superb shot blocker. It may be his best attribute, Kevin.
14 feet away, and he gets the jumper to drop. Beal's got the lead up to 6 now for the Knicks.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it. Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
Looking to get it going. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got 4 this quarter.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
Morant passes to Anunoby. Pass to Morant. Clock at 4. From deep. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Noel's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
You know, I've got to say, defensively, the effort simply hasn't been there this half. They've got to pick up their energy.
Gordon, the pass to Anunoby. Back to Gordon. From deep three-point range. Beal pulls it in. Beal's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Harrell. Dishes to Morris. From deep. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
I'll tell you, the skilled defensive effort right there. OG Anunoby contesting shots, exactly what you would hope for.
Bradley Beal, he's been the guy making things happen for New York. He has really delivered at the offensive end. He's torched them for 24 points so far. Back right after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
And, Greg, nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. They've got Washington, Anunoby out there with Morant. Then it's Aaron Gordon, and it's Boucher in at the 5. Home in the paint. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Ball's knocked loose. Now here's Morant. Here's Anunoby. The pass to Boucher. The baseline jumper goes down. Boucher's got his first points of the game.
Well, OG Anunoby is going to continue to develop his game, and that pass, that was pretty.
Morris kicks to Bogdanovich. New York moving it around. Now here's Beal. Defense is right there. Rebound, Minnesota. Gordon's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Anunoby. Here's Morant. Good work defensively by Morris.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Outside, Porzingis. Back to Morris. Here's the 3. Good on the triple.
Well, this speaks to the feel that Kristaps Porzingis has for the game of basketball. If you're open, he'll find you.
And here's Morant. Passes it to Anunoby. Pass to Gordon. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Bradley Beal picks one up.
And one of the more transcendent athletes in the game. Aaron Gordon still has some untapped potential. He could make a big leap.
The first one falls. And Greg, we've seen Gordon playing in a slower pace system. He was asked to play at the small forward.
Not ideal, Kevin. He's better off as a small ball power forward, getting out in the lane and using those springs to rise over the D.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Well, there's a versatility and a fearlessness about which Aaron Gordon goes about his business. This guy can be an effective two-way player who's got to keep working on the defensive end.
And that one's good. Noel.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Wolves at the line, shooting one. IGNBA.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Morris inside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his first foul.
Personal foul.
A wide open look here for Porzingis.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
To the paint, here's Washington, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Now, here is Morris. He gets it in there. That's 10 points for Nerlens Noel.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Anunoby. He's covered by Bogdanovic. Anunoby passes to Gordon. Kicks it to Morant. Sinks the triple. Morant's got 14 points now in the second half.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
Bogdanovic with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. Bucket is good, and it's now 26 points for Beal.
We know this. Bradley Beal is an elite scorer who will take advantage of every opportunity.
Here's Morant, and the rejection by Noel. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Bogdanovic. A rebound by Washington.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
Here's Gordon, and the layup is good. Gordon's got 4 points in the quarter.
Quick instincts from the savvy big man. Aaron Gordon getting his shot off under duress. Nice.
And Bogdanovic kicks to Beal. Six on the shot clock. Back to Bogdanovic. Stolen by Gordon. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Morant with the ball. Bogdanovic looking around. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Morant passes to Anunoby. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Porzingis. That's his first personal foul. At the line for your Timberwolves, OG Anunoby. Taking 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
And he's taking care of the hard part tonight, which is getting to the line. But he hasn't finished the job once he gets there.
Isaac's checked in for the Knicks. And he sinks the second. And Morris has got the ball here for the Knicks. They've led by as much as 10. Beal. Rebound, Minnesota.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Here's Morris, following the score by Aaron Gordon. Right side, Beal. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Hey, guys, you have to like the way Beal is working himself to the free throw line. Great scorers make a living there. When he first came into the NBA, many thought Bradley Beal would be a mostly catch-and-shoot shooting guard. But this guy is proven he can definitely shoot, but there's so much more to his game. He can create for others. He can get himself off on the bounce. He is a terrific all-around guy now.
Free throw good, Beal. And with Beal doors, he's been more aggressive at attacking the rim.
And Kevin, it's worked out for him because he's gotten to the line more, and that allows you to become a consistent scoring presence, where the dynamic nature of Beal's offensive game has really elevated.
Harrell, he's checked in for Noel. And both free throws good for Beal.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's Washington. Gordon up on top. Pass to Anunoby. Back to Gordon. 5 to shoot. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
Well, sheer strength on these finishes. Aaron Gordon pushes through anything you might throw at him.
Now, here is Morris. And Beal kicks to Porzingis beyond the arc. And that one is off. And Minnesota now the other way. Morant with it. From down in the low post, it goes. Morant's got 16 here in the second half.
How about the handles from the young fellow? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
And it's Beal in the corner. Hits it from 3-point range. Beal's got 31.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Here's Anunoby. He's covered by Beal. Boucher passes to Washington. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
And the Knicks with possession here. The Knicks with the lead. Morris outside. And the pass to Porzingis. Morris kicks to Isaac. Some nice passing by New York here. Just 5 on the clock. The 3 from Porzingis. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Anunoby's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Morant passes to Anunoby. Lets it go from 14. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
At the line for your Timberwolves, OG Anunoby. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Allen's checked in. And he's good on the second. For New York, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Morris into the lane. Takes it off the glass. Morris has got 5 points in the quarter.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Here's Anunoby. He's covered by Isaac. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Morant. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. On the wing, Morris. Pass to Beal. Left side, Porzingis. Launches a 3. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got his 4th assist in this one.
Not everything fell for him in that first half, and now it looks like they're beginning to hit their stride.
Now here's Morant. Outside Gordon. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Isaac passes to Harrell. He kicks to Beal. And it's blocked by Gordon. But they get it back. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Pass to Gordon. Here's Anunoby. Pass to Morant. They need this. The long distance 3 is buried. Morant's got a pair of 3s here in the fourth quarter for Minnesota. The pass to Isaac. Outside, Beal. From the baseline. And it comes off the front of the rim. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. There's the feed to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
Morris kicks to Porzingis.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Isaac with the ball. And it's Gordon picking him up. Beal from long range. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it, Greg? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
The delicate touch on display there. Gotta love when Morant lets that floater fly off his fingertips. Beautiful.
Count it. Timberwolves trail by 6. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Anunoby, and again it's Minnesota.
And the native of England, Anunoby doesn't back down from taking the big shots.
Passes to Porzingis. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Kicks to Morant. Back to Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Right side, Beal. Pass to Isaac. It's Beal on the wing. Morris inside. Lets it go. And again, it's New York. And that put a hush over the crowd.
Wow, I mean, took these fans out of the game in the blink of an eye.
And the Timberwolves call time here. They trail by 6. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Bradley Beal.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Washington passes to Morant. Minnesota calls timeout. They're behind by 6. We've got 28 seconds left in the game.
All right, fans, get on your feet and make some noise for T-shirt time!
Get it, I needed my position. Vacation I'm living, got so many Benjamins, they think I'm getting it printed. I came with them, you did. Still living in crib. You can't even come for the kid. Once a month, and that goes, you just set it with honey. Still like 30. I got enough bread to feed you the bird. Right up diamond dish. Speaking our facts. I used to
And the Timberwolves with possession here. He kicks it to Allen. It's good! And now they trail by just 4.
And Allen is a problem from right there. This guy's so good at using his body and his touch.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Here's Isaac, and he commits the intentional foul.
That's his 4th personal foul. Shooting for New York, Jonathan Isaac. Taking 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, it's about the little details. Capitalize at the free throw line, add to your lead.
Here's Morant. That 3 off the mark. And that's an intentional foul.
That's his 3rd personal foul. At the line of
it on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
I think Bradley Beal, guys, has everything you want in a two-guard. He's 6'5", so he's got tremendous size. He's an outstanding athlete. He's one of the purest shooters in the game. He's unafraid in the clutch. I mean, what's not to like?
And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's the Knicks with the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. KP, you guys got out on a break tonight. How did you get into transition so easily?
Yeah, we want to play faster, and that's what we try to do whenever they miss. We try to run, move the ball quick, and get easy buckets.
And you were able to beat them down the floor tonight, KP. Thanks a lot for your time. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long.
Got to roll the dice, that's why all my life I've been grinding all my life. Look, all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle, pay the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why all my life I've been grinding all my life.